Keir Woods, thank you so much for joining me here. Keir is the Global Marketing Director at GSK Oncology, if I'm right. And you spoke today at the Patient Summit, Keir, about the importance of getting the patient journey understood, not just in the customer-facing roles within the company, but throughout the entire organization. So I was just wondering, how can somebody like yourself in one of the more commercial functions actually spread the message right back to access and maybe even clinical research colleagues?
Yeah, thanks, Paul. I think it's a very relevant point. What we see increasingly is that fundamentally the patient journey is really something of a philosophy for an organisation. And there are roles which don't traditionally face the customer: development, access, even manufacturing, who can have a profound impact on the quality of a patient's medicine-taking experience. And those individuals need to understand the patient journey both from a sort of physical and an emotional perspective. And we've done a lot of work in GSK Oncology over the past year to help to embed the philosophy of the patient journey across a cross-functional group of individuals and build championship within each of those functions by getting people to take ownership of the journey and expose those functional groups to patient perspectives and the patient's story in a way that hasn't previously been done and has been very effective in helping people to understand how it feels to be a cancer patient.
You said expose to the patient journey. Does that mean bringing patients in to the office?
I think there are a variety of ways to do it. Yes, it does. It means helping bring patients into the organisation who can tell their story and really give the information, the insights that we've been able to gather a very personal feel. But it also means ensuring that people have an understanding of some of the market research that we've done, some of the broader perspectives that we've learned, and placing all of this information in context with our clinical data.
A lot of these guys are scientists, aren't they? They're not, particularly, that's not what motivates them is the specific emotional state or specifics of any one patient. Do you not find that actually comes about quite a lot?
I'd take issue with that in a certain sense, because yes, they are scientists, just the same as you may be a mathematician, as I may be a politics graduate, for example, but we're all human beings, and we actually all know, are close to, or perhaps even are patients ourselves at certain times in our lives. So we're never very far away from that emotional connection. And I think that's something that we've realised across our groups, that the emotional connection to the patient journey is actually quite easy to build as long as we take the time to do it.
Now, oncology is obviously a very interesting area, and the patient journey is particularly acute, I would say, compared to other therapy areas, and the sometimes quite difficult and convoluted process that the patients have to go through. From a pharma point of view, do you find that there is a huge amount you can do to influence not just the patient, but the entire pipeline or journey that takes place? What I'm talking about is the healthcare system, I suppose, as opposed to the individual.
So I think the philosophy we've taken is that as an organisation, pharmaceutical companies have a role to play in the patient journey, but they also have a role to play partnering with the other actors who touch the patient, whether it's physicians, advocacy groups, payers, the reimbursement system in general. There is a lot that we can do, both to ensure that as pharmaceutical companies we give people appropriate information and the right communication at the right time, but that we also work with the other actors in the system to ensure that they're doing the best that they can.